Today's Midday Kentucky Cooking segment brought to you by Creative Kitchen and Bath, where you will always cook in style.
Welcome back to Midday. We are at Wild Time with Chef Allison Davis.
And I've got her cooking already.
Well, no, I'm just stirring. But you're making it look like I'm cooking.
I know,
so
you look great. You look great.
Well, are we doing breakfast foods?
Yeah, so all this week I've been talking about breakfast foods, and mostly like baked breakfast foods, like how to like make things easier, things you can bake ahead and just like pop in the microwave.
So easy for like school, that kind of stuff.
And just splurges kind of on Saturday morning, like brunches.
Okay.
So this one is a very southern dish. And I don't know if it's more like a bread or a cake or a breakfast food, but it's a Johnny cake, or in other words, like a cornbread cake.
That is very southern, isn't it?
Right?
Okay.
So we have some sausage. We're doing a sausage Johnny cake is what it's called. And so we've got ground sausage in a cast iron pan. And basically I'm going to whip up just kind of a sweeter cornbread. So I've got 1 1/3 cup of cornmeal, and I'm just going to add 2 cups of buttermilk to kind of let that sit and kind of soak that up.
Now, with the buttermilk, do you have to look for something different in the store?
Yeah, it's buttermilk.
There you go. It says buttermilk.
It does. Yeah, it is more of a cultured milk, and it's just got more of a acidic flavor, so it's really going to help like give a little bit more flavor to the cornbread. All right, so we've got our cornmeal kind of soaking up the buttermilk, and then our dry ingredients, right? So we're going to add 1 cup of flour. I've got some sugar, and I have baking powder and a pinch of salt. And then we are going to add in butter. Okay, so this is kind of like the same thing you do with biscuits when you're making biscuits, but you crumble in the butter so that when it bakes, the butter's like in all these layers, and it kind of helps make it flaky.
That's a good trick.
Right, so you just crumble in the butter. Actually, cold butter is best.
Really? Okay, and then just crumble it in.
Yeah, because if it's softened, then it's just going to kind of melt in your hand.
Sure.
So you want cold butter to kind of crumble in with your mixture, okay? All right, so you can see how we're doing that. And then
you can see the little pieces all throughout there.
it should almost resemble cornmeal, right? Okay, so now we have that ready to go. We're going to add into our cornmeal mixture 1 egg.
You do that so well. It's like finesse.
And then a little bit of vanilla, just like a teaspoon. All right, I'm going to wipe my hands real quick.
So that sugar, there's your cake, right?
Right, right. And I guess you could adjust that, you know, if you liked it more savory, but again, this is more of a kind of sweeter breakfast bread, and you're going to get more of that savory from your sausage.
Oh, it'll pull that flavor out.
So it's going to add some heat to it.
That makes sense.
All right, so our vanilla and our egg is in here with our cornmeal and our buttermilk, and we're going to add that into our flour mixture.
And it is thick. Now, let me ask you, for a cheating way, could you buy just regular cornbread mix?
Yeah, but it's probably going to be a little bit different with measurement. So you want to probably go more towards the box measurement if it's telling you oil versus butter, or you know, 2 eggs. Yeah, so
and
go
homemade's always better anyways.
Homemade is always better, right? That's
not that I make it.
It keeps me in business.
When I try yours, I know.
All right, so I'm just mixing this all together. We've still got those little bit of chunks of butter.
Yeah.
And then we're going to go right into this cast iron skillet with our sausage on the bottom. And then this is going to bake in the oven. And we're going to show you guys the finished product here in just a minute. All right, as you can see, our Johnny cake is out of the oven now.
It's a really pretty color.
It's gold. I mean, it's a cornbread, you know, but remember, we've got that sausage in there, and we're just going to give this guy a nice cut. The knife came out clean.
Yes.
You want to get your get down in there because you don't want to miss all
that
sausage.
Sausage.
Yeah,
I'm just adding more. So is that a trick, you know?
And you could actually, if you wanted, mix that sausage into the batter all together, but it just kind of makes a nice little crust at the bottom.
It's pretty this way.
Yep. I'm going to top it with some butter and a little bit of maple syrup. And we are good to go.
This is a pretty dish, and I can see it's so fluffy. Like you said, you don't know whether it's a cake or it's a bread.
Yeah.
It looks cake-like.
I'd have it at any brunch.
I think a lot of people would eat this for dinner, breakfast, and lunch.
You got it.
It looks good.
Well, you guys know where to find this recipe. You can go to middaykentucky.com/recipes tab. I'm Chef Allison Davis.
Amber Freeman. We'll be right back.